Then take out the Goldeep IR thermography multimeter. Okay, so that's nice. It does come with a little clamshell case. And there it is. So we have got our charging cable, that is USB-A to USB-C. We got our probes. They do come with protective caps. And we do have short probes on there, but they do also have caps. You can pull those off if you need that extra length. Can see that that is Cat2 600 volt rated and rated for 10 amps. We do have our user manual, and that is in full color. So here is the multimeter. We got all our normal ports here on the bottom. We got our COM port there in the middle. We got a 10 amp and a 250 milliamp sockets right there. And we got our standard volt socket right there. It says it will auto power off. It is 25,000 counts. Looks like everything on here is going to be push button. We got our power button right there and our hold button right there. So I'm going to plug this into volts and my black probe into the COM port. Okay, we got a nice display on there. Okay, check that out. So wow, for a thermal camera, on a little meter like this, that is actually surprisingly high resolution. That is not bad at all. So the thermal camera, that is the little trick that this guy has. This is a multimeter as well as a thermal camera. So we can actually manually set the brightness or the intensity of that IR. And we can see that it's going to automatically calibrate. So depending on the temperature that we're looking at, we can see on the left side, max is at 99 degrees, minimum is 69 degrees. So that means the bluest spot, that is going to be 69, and the brightest spot, that is going to be 100 degrees. And we can see those little points moving around on there. So that is going to tell us what the hottest and coldest spots are on that display. So this button will actually change the color palettes. So right now we're on iron red. We got color, red hot, merge, rainbow, white fever, black hot, blur, and back to iron red. So you can set that to whatever color palette is going to be most comfortable for your eyes. We got our menu right there. We got our album, so we can actually use this. We can take pictures. So if we want to go show somebody else we were looking at, we can do that. Yeah, brightness, right now it's at 50%. Auto off is for 30 minutes. Distance, 1.6 feet. The emissivity, so we can actually adjust that. Right now it's at 0.97. Image, color palette, units, so right now it's in Fahrenheit. We can change that to Celsius if we want. Tracking, we can turn off those little trackers on there. Settings, so if we need to check things that are super hot, we actually have the capacity to do that. Right now it's set to 302, USB switch, and we can format the card. Oh, this is nice. So it actually has an alarm on it, so if we want to, we could set this guy up. We could have it just look at something. If it gets to 194 degrees, it'll set a warning. If it gets to 572 degrees, it'll actually alarm on us. So we can set that. So we can have this guy monitor something to let us know if it's getting too hot. So we got version, sound, so if we want to turn the sound off, we can do that. And it looks like that's it. We do also have a flashlight on there, so if we press and hold the menu button, it'll turn that on. So if we need to see what we're doing, we actually can just use this for that. It does have a kickstand, so if we want to, we can set that guy up like that. And if we press and hold the IR dim button, we can swap that to our multimeter. So right now we're on DC, we are on resistance, so should be able to connect those two together. And there we go. So we can see our resistance. Hit it again. We got diode, capacitor, back to resistance. If we hit this button, we got DC and AC. And we can see this is actually a true RMS multimeter, so that's nice. So let's check an AC socket. Got 123 volts, so we know that that meter is working. Let's swap that to DC. All right, now we can see we got 12 volts on that meter. So we know that this is supplying power, and we know that this is reading correctly. 12.005. We're having a problem with this light fixture. The problem, it was not attached, but we'll check it anyway. Okay, there we go. We got 280, so that we know that we have got power there. Very good. I do have to say I appreciate that this guy actually, like, it's got a full-on LED display, so even if that's in the dark, I can still read that. Very interesting multi-tool. I'm happy with that.